probably 11, 12 hours. Oh, and what?
12 hours.
12 hours, man. Yeah.
What is that like mentally getting prepared for that? I guess I know. I did it the other.
It's rough, man.
13-hour
It's
one.
rough, especially knowing that apparently they got a bunch of snow in there last night or last couple. It's supposed to be 7-8 inches. I'm gonna drive right into the damn heart of it. It's gonna be gross. Gross. Can't have nothing nice, man.
There's an inappropriate
Actually, you can't have.
There's an inappropriate joke there. You gotta say no homo.
No homo then. No homo,
into
man.
7 to 8 inches.
No. That's fair. No homo. Hey, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, though, man. I'm going to pick up them boys for Christmas. I'm ready for that, man.
So. Yes, that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, no, this is it's a high of it's 30 degrees out right now, but we're gonna creep up to it's gonna get in the 40s here. It's gonna be a heat wave.
That sounds disgusting.
It is.
That's your heat wave. I never liked that, man.
It's dude, Derp's gonna be so mad at me. I was gonna dress up as Sonic, but the suit is at the bottom of a pile in that closet, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on top of it right now.
Derp is gonna be very
like
upset
presents and stuff. I'm sorry, Derp. I won't. This is what we're gonna do Saturday, because that's the day I'm gonna go see it.
That's fair. That's a fair point, man. You should be dressed up the day that you're going to go see it.
Yeah. Derp's mad. Told you Derp would be mad.
Derp would be mad.
Derp would be mad.
I kind of like
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. We are the most professional. We are always on time. Today we were on time. Look at that. We are the most non-clickbait #1 sports show on the internet, and we are here to dive into a bunch of fun things today. We got Thursday Night Football tonight. We're going to be talking about that. We got some bowl games to talk about and preview. We got to get Cricket's take on all the college football playoff games this weekend, since he will be gone the next couple of days. Yep. And we got to talk about our piece of shit ex-coach at Washington State. This mother, oh God, it's too early in the morning to get me going on this, but we are going to, I'm fired up. I'm fired up. I almost got on the internet and crossed the line and said a few things I shouldn't have said. I was this close from doing it.
I'm glad you didn't do that, man.
I'm glad I did too. I'm glad I had enough restraint yesterday, but man,
it was I seen some of this, man, and it's the same man that was begging the quarterback to stay and everything, wasn't it?
It's the same man that's preaching loyalty and all this stuff and saying that the plan is to stay at WSU for 10 years, build something here.
Smells
As
like
he's saying this, he knows he's leaving.
Does he know, or did he get a call? They're like, hey man, we want this guy to build our program.
I don't know, Crick. He was preaching literally less than 24 hours ago.
Hard to say, it wasn't that long ago.
All of a sudden goes, hey, by the way, I'm hopping on a plane and going to Wake Forest, and it's not an interview. I already said yes.
He left for Wake Forest?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he switching sports? Is he going to coach basketball now?
I don't know, man. It's like if you went and like if you would have left us for Alabama. Okay, I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can live with that, man. Yeah, I can live. There's certain schools I can understand. Like you got to do what's best for yourself and all that. But Wake Forest doesn't feel like you're really bettering yourself. You know, it doesn't seem like. I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
No, Derp, I don't have a cape. All my shit's at the bottom of that closet, and there's a million presents on top of it right now. I will get to it though.
I don't know about it, Derp. You've been telling him for a while now. He had plenty of time to prepare for this.
Listen, I was prepared. I wasn't the one that put all the shit on top of it, though.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well,
Had I known
our
this,
friends, man.
Had I known this, let's see, getting this chat here going. Yeah, we'll talk about that piece of shit, coach.
Man, I can't believe it. This is the world we live in, man. Whose bag's bigger?
I guess. I don't know. Good morning, B. McCormick. Good morning, Mont. Good morning, Boku. Morning, boys. 4-1 on the ice last night. Let's go.
Man,
let's go.
That'd be a pretty good little night last night. I wasn't even going to put nothing in, man. I wound up having a pretty good little night last night. I was texting Boku late, man. And we wound up, the Wild got us. We were going on the Wild money line, but we wound up having the Utah Hockey Club money line and the Anaheim Ducks money line there. Pretty good little cash. I bet at the last minute, bro. I bet the damn Oklahoma money line over Michigan in the Jumpman Classic for college basketball. And if I'm not mistaken, bro, they were down like 86-83, and dude hit a three with like 12 seconds left and got fouled, and then made the free throw and beat them 87-86. So that's a little winner. And then I laddered UNLV out in the bowl game out to -9.5. They won by 11. Let's go.
Oh, so they did win. Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was wondering about.
They won 24-13.
Yeah, I freaking nailed those bowl games yesterday then.
I love that.
I would have been. I'm so glad I ended up doing what I did with that. It would have pissed me off if I had if I was on Western Kentucky yesterday, because that game was within 7 the whole game, because the line was 7.5, correct? And I guess we can just start there this morning.
Yeah.
Western Kentucky, James Madison. I mean, look at halftime. Western Kentucky was up 14-7.
I started to say Western Kentucky was up 14-7 at one point.
Yeah, so the line was plus 7.5, and I would have been pissed if I had played that, because it was there the whole time up until like the last few minutes. James Madison went up 10, and you lost your cover. So that would have pissed me off.
That one would piss you off, yeah. I didn't mess with that one yesterday, man. It got started a little earlier than I expected. When I saw him, it would have worked out for me because I was thinking James Madison, but I would have been one of those where I hope to just check it at the end and have to sweat that damn thing.
Yeah, my gut, I was like you. I was thinking James Madison too, but I was like, man, this is that team that's been kind of, like, I feel like it's more, I don't know, for lack of a better term, a public team because of, their recent success and
right
whatnot. I thought some of that was baked in there. So I did the wise thing, and I took a 6.5 point teaser and took Western Kentucky to 14. So we're good. And I teased them to UNLV because I did like UNLV, but I was like, bowl game, we'll see. Weird things happen. So I teased UNLV to plus 3.5. So I felt pretty good about that. So I got a little teaser winner. That's all I had in college football yesterday.
Man, so a winner's a winner, man. That's more money to the account. That's all I heard.
Absolutely. So yeah, James Madison is your winner of the Boca Raton. Do you say, is it Boca Raton or Boca Raton? What do you say?
Boca Raton, I believe.
Boca Raton?
I believe so, man.
Not
but
Boca
I'm also from the hills of Tennessee, man. We don't say everything right. So,
well, you know me, I always pronounce everything right. So
that's fair. That's fair. I was sitting over here reading about Doug Gottlieb. You remember we showed that?
Oh God, yeah.
Did you see they lost to a Division II team last night?
Yeah,
lost to Michigan.
Dude, I don't know, but that dude looks like he's aged like 10 years.
I bet that dude wishes he'd have kept his cushy ass seat at ESPN and left everything else alone.
Well, he still has his like Fox job while he's coaching.
Well, no wonder they suck. You can't. There's
pretty sure I saw that he still has like a radio slot or something like that. Not, I don't know if it's every day, but he still has something with them.
Well, no wonder they're garbage then, because he's clearly not putting the time in that he needs to put in, because they got beat by Michigan fucking Tech last night, and that's garbage.
Yes, Nevada Maverick. I would love Nick to be hired back, but I think that bridge has been burned.
Who is that?
Honestly, it's what WSU deserves for being a bunch of pieces of shit about it. But
who is Nick Rolovich there? Which one is that?
I believe he was the ex Hawaii coach back when Hawaii was good for those couple years stretch recently.
Okay.
And he took the WSU job, and everyone was excited. Really good coach. Then the governor of Washington State demands everyone to get the jab, which yours truly also lumped into that class.
Okay.
We both told the governor to go fuck himself.
Yeah, you moved.
Fortunately, unlike me, he he worked for the government technically as a head coach of a state
major
school.
University. Yeah,
the highest paid state employee.
That'll do it. They're gonna make you get the jab.
And he said, "Go after yourself," and they fired him.
I don't blame him. I'm telling you, that whole bullshit feels unconstitutional as hell, man.
Yeah, I know that, and so him and that one reason why I ended up leaving Washington State and heading over here to Idaho was because of that. So
That's what I'm
that
saying,
was
bro.
the reason.
It'd be hard for him to coach at Washington State living in Idaho, though. So plus he'd still
Well, it
be
doesn't matter.
employed.
It was a
Yeah,
work
he'd still be
place.
employed, bro. Yeah, there ain't nothing he can do, man. Where'd he wind up going?
I don't know. Let's see.
Somewhere where
Someone
they don't
had
make
to have
you
hired him, man. He's
probably somewhere they don't make you get the shot. Or wait, can we not say that? Is that not allowed?
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Looks like Cal.
Cal? Okay. Was he a
Cal.
coordinator?
Well, they just hired him. I don't know if he hasn't been coaching since then. It looks like.
Oh, is he head coach?
No, as an assistant.
Okay. I was going to say, you got old Justin Wilcox out there for.
Let's see if we do a little.
I don't know if he
what
got
happened after firing at Washington State. He resurfaced as an assistant. Oh, here we go. So after his firing at Washington State, he resurfaced as an assistant at San Marin High School in Nevada, California. He joined the staff of head coach Justin Wilcox and will work under the new offensive coordinator Brian Harrison, the former coach at Boise State and Auburn. So yeah, now he's going to go work in Cal.
Okay.
Listen, man, what are you doing? Like, I understand you love living in big blue states. I mean, you were in Hawaii, came to Washington, and now you're in California. Maybe take a hint. Go to a red state or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
perhaps, bro.
I don't know what the hell you're doing. Hey, I got fired from Washington because I wouldn't take the jab. But you know what I'm going to do instead?
I'm gonna
go hang out in California.
Park my truck in Cali. Yeah, seems like a reasonable solution.
He's only 45 years old though. He's got time.
He got plenty of time, man. He got plenty of time.
He got time. Yeah, and then like we were saying, UNLV is the winner of the Art of Sport LA Bowl.
Art of Sport LA Bowl. Let's go. Big time.
Wow.
We love it, man, because they covered the 9.5. They covered the 3.5, the 6.5, and the 9.5. We love the running ribs.
We do love the running ribs. That's right.
It was looking pretty bleak for us, man. It was 14-13. And Cal did this stupid ass little play, man, where they the quarterback was about to get sacked. He threw the ball back over to the running back, but it was a backwards pass. And it went over the running back's shoulder, and he just stood there and stared at it. The UNLV guy ran down and scooped it up. We wound up punching in a couple plays later, and that's what really got us the margin we needed there. But it was looking pretty bleak early on.
I didn't know that there was such a thing. I should have known, but I have never stumbled upon this whole section of the Twitterverse of WSU Twitter. And now that's because I've been doing all this.
Y'all have a Twitter? Y'all have a thing?
There's a section of big WSU fans, and there's a little section of the internet of the little Twitterverse or Xverse. I didn't know there was such a thing. It's actually pretty funny reading some of these people talking about being miserable. Like, oh my gosh, you don't. I read one guy goes, you don't know what I went through. I went through 3 head coaches. I went through this. I'm a grad student from business, and this is what I had to do. But I'm a kook for life, and blah blah. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear it. Have you gone through? Have you gone through when we brought in the pirate and everyone thought he was going to be Captain Jack Sparrow? Instead, we ended up getting Captain Hook in that first year, and we only won one Pac-12 game. Luckily, it happened to be the Apple Cup. Yeah. I mean, at least we did that. But I mean, have you felt that kind of misery? Have you felt the misery of the Paul Wolf era? That guy, even you don't even know who Paul Wolf is.
No.
All right.
No, sure don't. That sounds like a rough era, though.
It was terrible, man. That was the time when the year where Washington State and UW were the 2 worst Pac-12 teams. So when they played the Apple Cup, they called it the shitty cup or something like that. It was just like the shit cup. I don't know. It was terrible. And then guess what? That game ended up being terrible. I think it was a 17-16. I think the Cougs ended up winning it off of a last-second field goal, if I recall correctly. Don't come in here and tell me complaining about what we're going through now. We've asked for this, all right? This is what it's like being a Coug.
You want me to make you feel better?
No, I like being miserable.
Okay, well, then in that case, you lost to Washington in basketball last night.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's what prompted me to say that, because I pulled up the old X, and the first thing that's up there is our someone talking about WSU head basketball coach David Riley, and he's sitting here bitching about last time we played a Big Ten team, we got an apology from the officials and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah.
We are, Loki. Good morning, Loki, by the way. We are talking about Nick Rolovich that had got hired by Washington State, decided not to take the jab and parted ways with him since. That's who we were talking about. Now he is coaching at Cal. So that's who we're talking about there, man. Will's just ranting. We'll just ranting for a minute.
Speaking of, let's just rub salt in the wound.
Let's do it.
Apparently, he's committed to Oklahoma.
You know, it's probably gonna wind up biting him in the ass. We've been watching people transfer to Oklahoma for 3 or 4 years now. It ain't worked out for one of them yet.
I mean, I would have rather gone to ACC, but I also understand, like, you're following your offensive coordinator, your coach.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. He might get you killed down there.
Can you just take me back to the glory days?
No,
that was the best year. Like, out of the decades of just misery, that year was worth it all. It was so fun. And not just because I had an 80-1 ticket that didn't end up cashing on us to win the Pac-12 that year.
Just a lot of fun, man. I mean, look at that. That looks like a lot of fun. You got Gardner Minshew and Mike Leach in the same location. Absolutely. That's a great time, man.
God, the only thing I wish from that year is if we would have I just wanted us to beat UW that year. That would have capped it off. If we would have beat UW, we would have been in the Pac-12 championship playing Utah. And, honestly, I would take a Pac-12 championship loss if that meant that we got to beat UW. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sign me up. That would have
absolutely
capped off a great year.
Yeah, no, I understand, man. What up, Patriot? How you doing, man? And Loki says, why is Chris Peterson not coaching, man? I think he hates the way college football is now. I don't think that dude likes it, man. I think he's more, I know he's a younger guy in the grand scheme of things, but I think he's more of an old school cat when it comes to mentality. And I don't think he likes the landscape of college football. I think that's why he's not coaching right now. I'm not saying we won't see him again, but right now I don't think he likes it, man.
Did you see this?
Fake punt? Buku was telling me about it. Buku was telling me about it. He said running revs with a fake punt. I did not see
it. This is the slickest thing I've ever seen.
Let me see.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh! Let's go! Let's go!
I never thought of that before, dude.
Little folky doke from their own 35 on their own 30. I guess 36. Yeah. So, but look, still, balls, stones.
Worked perfectly because he's thinking, he's going to be running down here. And he's like, wait a minute, what's going on? And everyone just rushes and look at the punter just has a flick.
He just said, yeah, take it. Don't want it.
He takes it down,
for
dude.
Days, bro. You know why I didn't see any of this early game, bro? Because I was watching.
You were busy changing your stuff around?
No, I didn't do that till later. But it was in the middle of this game that I was watching, though. But I was watching the 6A state championship in Georgia, man.
They've been getting into that stuff.
Bro, they've been putting it on the TV and turning. Georgia high school football is incredible. There are a lot of really good football players in Georgia, period. And so I was watching the 6A championship last night. Carrollton, I told y'all I watched them a couple weeks ago in the semis against Buford. This is like the latest state championships in the whole country, man. Everybody else has been done for a week or so, but Georgia, I guess, where they play them in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, they have so many different things they have to maneuver around. They wound up playing on like a Wednesday in the middle of the week, So but last night it was a good game, man. It wound up Grayson wound up defeating Carrollton 38-24. Juju Lewis plays for Carrollton, the one's going with Coach Prime out there to Colorado. Big time recruit, but a lot of big time recruits on that field last night, man. But Grayson, shout out to them. They wound up getting the job done, 138-24. But that's two pretty good football teams, man.
Okay. Kyler Murray says, I played in the cold weather before. How cold is it supposed to be? Reporter 35. Kyler says, shit.
That's cold, bro. Where they playing this week?
Everyone's like, Arizona's going to win this game. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so.
Where are they playing?
They should. I don't think they're gonna. Huh?
Where are they playing?
In Carolina against the Panthers.
In Carolina. Okay. I couldn't remember where they were playing this week. It all runs together, bro. I was trying to
ask you, know what it's like playing there.
It's cold. It's gonna be cold. The temperature's dropping drastically. 35. I mean, yeah. When you live in the desert, though, 35 is pretty drastic.
And this is what they don't tell you. there's different types of 35. There's 35, and then there's the wind blowing 35.
Oh, yeah. 35 that feels like 20.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
Hands gets a little warm.
I'm telling you,
Or
bro.
gets a little cold, gets a little tight.
I'm thinking
This is wild. The Bears have not won a single game since Jay Cutler was arrested.
the curse of Jay Cutler.
The Cutler effect.
That? I didn't know that was going to be a thing. How about that? Jay looking rough.
Yeah, you get arrested for a DUI. Of course he's going to look rough.
Yeah, hammered. Wow. Once again, why are we not calling an Uber?
I don't know. The Titans have found the answer. They're going to start Mason Rudolph.
There it is. That's the answer. I'm telling you right now, you know the damn Tennessee Titans should be on the phone trying to get for next year? Damn Hendon Hooker. Period. They should be calling the Detroit Lions. They should work something out and trade like a damn 7th round pick or something and get Hendon Hooker on the damn Tennessee Titans. That's what they ought to be doing right now. And the hell with all them bum-ass quarterbacks they got.
See, this is the shit that makes me laugh. Go Cougs 123 account says tons of interest in the WSU job. Great sign for the health of the program, in my opinion.
What?
Why do we keep talking ourselves into this stuff? Like we're actually going to get someone or get something. Can't we just accept who and what we are?
Nobody but you can, man.
I mean, at least you know me. Like I come in here and I'll do some joking stuff with the Cougs, but at the deep down heart of it, I'm always very honest about our team. Hell, I tell you I tell you exactly how their season's going to play out every single year before the season starts. Sure,
I can't lie to you.
That's exactly how it happens.
You're 2 for 2 now, in my experience. So,
oh man,
I love that we just. You told me last year when I was like, man, y'all got a pretty good team. You had Cam Ward and everything. And if I bought you a Cam Ward jersey, would you wear it?
No.
Oh, well, damn. I wouldn't do you like that.
Piece of shit. Okay, let's get into this because this is where I'm going to start getting mad.
All right, this is how the tables have turned.
You're going to see me. You know, my boys are going to be, but I pour everything into this talk. Yeah. I can guarantee Cougs fans that like there's no one's wasting time here or wasting money. We're putting everything we can into it. Okay. My family sacrifices greatly.
Oh, your family sacrifice.
Okay. We know that. But at the end of the day, this will be another 10-year run, and then we'll find something to do. I'll put headphones on like you, and then just get to be able to criticize everyone's play calling.
Hey, that's good. You know what? It's so fun. You'll love it.
It is great.
God, you'll love it. You'll love every second of it. It's so much easier to sit back here and criticize. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done this. Yeah. It's so much fun. You'll enjoy it. I promise. Yeah. You will have a blast doing it. 10 years. Is it 10 years? Is it 10 years here?
Yeah. I mean, that's always the plan.
How you feel about
it? What? We're not there yet. We're not there. Let's lead up to this. Okay.
Okay, we're not done yet. Okay, this is exciting.
Here he is. This is back in March. We want people here that want to be here, and that's from the janitor all the way to the top of the administration.
How about that?
Then he does this shit. Read the fucking room, coach. Read the room. This is him on a bird headed your way. What are they? The Deeks? Is that what they are?
The Demon Deeks.
The
also
Deeks.
Stupid ass name.
He literally, the second he look at this. The second. So here's him, his family, and whatnot. Look how fast. This was literally like 2 minutes after he changed his or he announced that he's leaving. He already had all this stuff up, dude.
How do you get that Wake Forest jacket so quick, man?
AI.
I know it's AI, bro. It'd be funnier if we had one he ran down to y'all's field to take that picture, though. We already had some stuff. They mailed him some stuff, like the Game On gear. I bet the Wake Forest hoodie's not as good as the Game On hoodie.
Here's my problem with it. Okay. I don't have a problem with anyone leaving. All right. Especially players. I understand players. Players, you got to go. It's your career. You go do it. I don't have a problem with a player sitting out a bowl game because they're going to transfer somewhere or go to the draft or something like that. You do you. It's your career. You go do it. I have a problem with coaches sitting out bowl games or doing this shit. You led this team the whole season. You're sitting here preaching about being there for 10 years and you want people who are going to be committed and want to be there. All right. You just had one of the best seasons, in WSU history. And I know you fell off at like this. This is hilarious right here. This guy goes, this will be your legacy, because that is embarrassing. That it'd be one thing if he left on a high note, but he tucked tail and ran after his team blew 3 games that they had no business losing in a row. All right. But I have a problem with it because you led these men all season long and you can't even see out the freaking bowl game with them. I feel like as a coach, even if you know you're leaving, you got to stick around for that bowl game. You owe it to the players. Yeah, 22 of your players have left. Big deal. You still got guys there.
Damn, y'all already lost 22 guys.
Yeah. Crick, this is what we're heading into the Holiday Bowl with, okay? We lost our head coach, offensive coordinator, QB coach, defensive coach, special teams coach, and our starting quarterback and 22 players.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when I loved that over in that game?
Uh-huh.
I think we're going to about face on that. I'd probably just leave that one alone.
Oh, God, I hope we win the Holiday Bowl just in spite.
I do, too. I hope y'all win it, too. Who y'all playing? Syracuse? I mean, we have to look and see how many guys they got going the other way, but I feel like they're on the other end of the spectrum as y'all. I feel like they got some guys that are bought in, going to hang around for a little bit. They love that new head coach up there. I feel like y'all two teams headed in opposite directions. 2,300 kids in the portal so far. Millie Goat said, "Good morning, AK." And good morning, Rob.
See, I have no problem with that. I'm all for the player empowerment. Go get your money, whatever. I have no problem. I have a problem with the coach, though, dude. The coach leaving. I mean, what's it hurt you to wait one more week to go join Wake Forest?
I think, well, a part of it is like the NCAA's fault, dude. And the way we have these windows, there's no reason there should be a transfer portal window right now. We got to push this thing back later because you're going to see more of this stuff. That's never going to happen. That would be great, but that's never going to happen.
Told you I went down the rabbit hole of WSU X that I didn't know there was one, and now that's all that pops up. You should see some of these, dude.
Yeah,
oh yeah, here's who we lost. We've lost your running back coach, QB coach, defensive coordinator, basically everyone.
Like I said, though, like I was saying, this is part of the NCAA's fault with these transfer portal windows and shit like this. That would be wonderful too. But we got to bump this thing back farther down the calendar, man, because you've got all these kids that are having to make these decisions. Like you got a kid, the Penn State quarterback, the backup quarterback, who's not even going to play with his team in the college football playoff because he knows his best opportunity for him and his family and all that stuff is going to be to leave now and go get in the transfer portal and try to get him a spot and get accustomed to all that stuff. But he should have to make that decision, man. SMU's talking about their backup quarterback, Preston Stone, who was the starter at the beginning of the year. He wants to transfer too, but he's going to remain with the team throughout the playoff, and the coaches are going to work with him and all that stuff and try to get him a good spot after the fact. But these kids should be able to make these decisions like this. Is the same way with the coaches, man, because that guy's got to go ahead right now. If he wants to go and be getting ready for next year, he's got to leave right now and start getting in the transfer portal, start doing the recruiting and all that stuff. And it's not necessarily his fault. He just don't have a choice at this point, man. So it's kind of the way the calendar's laid out. It's kind of bullshit.
I didn't know there was a Barstool Wazoo either, but they tweeted this out, said, feeling better. 134 to 0.
I think there's a Barstool account for every single team.
Yeah, I mean, I've never come across it, I should say.
What's fun is when you get the Barstool accounts talking shit to each other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at this. They tweeted how he goes, that was fucking quick. Snake. He changed it so fast, dude.
Well, I mean, his last name's Dickert. What did you expect?
He's a dick.
Yep.
And there's Sydney Sweeney. Look at Max Borgie. Says, let me take over the ship. I know a few guys who know ball and care about the future of Washington State football. DMs are open. They should bring in Max Borgie. Let him coach. Screw it. I mean, what do you got to lose?
Well,
bring in a passionate ex-player, dude.
Bring in a passionate ex-alumni. Pharmacy
Me.
That's coach. What I'm saying.
I'll coach it, dude. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Can I be offensive coordinator?
Sure.
Sign us up.
I want to be paid in Cougar Gold, too. That's the cheese there. It's so good.
I'll take half mine in Cougar Gold. I'm going to need a little cash. It's cold up there.
You take a bite of that Cougar Gold and you're going to be like, I screwed up.
Buddy, I got to buy some warm weather gear.
This morning, Jake informed us that we accepted an offer outside of Washington State, will not be leading our team to the upcoming DirecTV Holiday Bowl. The search for Cougars' next head coach will begin immediately, and currently they're going to hire someone stupid. This team has worked hard and accomplished a great deal this year. They deserve to end the season with a memorable bowl game experience. She was just saying they're not going to pull out of the Holiday Bowl.
Y'all probably be able to hire Ryan Day after he gets fired. We beat him on Saturday.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
That seems logical.
God, who would have thought that Nick Saban looks so good in crimson, huh?
Right. He's got a ring to it, man. Wouldn't that be? We know he's the greatest coach ever. He just go win like 3 or 4 national championships for y'all.
Yeah. Piece of shit. Anyways, enough of this
nonsense.
There
you go.
I don't know if it was Barstool or if it was
How about your guy?
Ryan Leaf actually said something very interesting, which I thought was very respectable. I think I liked it. Let me see if I can find it.
You think you liked it? Wow.
Yeah, he said something that I thought was like, you can just tell he's grown. Where's he at? Where's that?
He's grown. That's good. It only took 25 years.
I
don't know how grown he is.
Oh God, I've liked so many anti-Jake Dickert things. Hold on,
how much has he grown? Because he was arguing with you less than a month ago.
Well, some would say that I'm the reason for it. Huh? Here it is. This guy says, "Hey, Ryan Leaf, any interest in coaching?" He says, "Absolutely not. I lost that right when I chose to ask and steal pills from the players I coach. Coaching young men and women is a privilege, not a right."
Well said, sir.
Yeah.
Well said. Proud of him for that.
Yeah.
We'll give credit where credit is due. At least
so I saw a thing where they do you know who Wake Forest what's that?
He's probably looks like he's an outcast, Nevada.
We're talking about Ryan Leaf?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably. Let's see. Where was it at? I can't remember if
Good morning, Ripper. How you doing, man?
Anyway, so one of the teams that Wake Forest plays next year is Oregon State. And Oregon State reached out, Oregon State Twitter reached out.
You play them twice.
Huh?
You play them twice?
No.
Wake Oklahoma. Wake Forest plays them. I'm forgetting where y'all going.
So they're like, hey, you guys are welcome to come to this game and root against Wake Forest with that. We'll welcome you in here.
Is it in
and I was like, yes. Yeah, I might go to that game. I might go to Corvallis, go to that game.
Just to cheer against that bum.
You know me. I get very, very spiteful.
I'm kind of excited now to see how many Washington State. That's going to be funny. There'll be Washington State fans in that stadium 2 different times next season. Y'all play them twice. Y'all got a home and home next year.
Patriot says, so you're saying we fade the Cougs. Listen, I'm not against fading my Cougs. But I can't do it when we're down and hurt like this.
I'm always weird about stuff like this because you got kids there. You got some hungry kids up there, man. Some gritty kids trying to earn their spot and stuff too. Sometimes all you need is a little air and opportunity, man.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna have another 5,000-yard quarterback. That's just what we do. So
that's what y'all do, man. Y'all sling that pill now. Let's sling that pill.
I'm not worried about that. But yeah, no, I can't bet it. You can go ahead and do it. I can't bet against my Cougs when we're hurting like this,
Well, I think we still just bet the damn over. That means if you got 22 guys gone, you had to lose some cats on defense and stuff too. Syracuse can score, and Syracuse defense ain't been shit all year long either. So we could probably still bet the damn over.
Hey, some guys there, they have a great I still have 4 years eligibility. I should go down there and play in the Holiday Bowl.
Bitch, if you don't.
Dude, this is pretty cool. Let's get into some other sports news. Check this out. The owner of the Suns tweeted this out. Winning starts with our fans. When I walk the concourse at games, there aren't food options for families who don't want to spend a lot of money. That needs to change. So today we're rolling out our $2 value menu for all home games. This is the Suns owner. $2 hot dog. $2 Dasani water, which I feel like is still too expensive. $2 fountain soda.
But cheaper than everywhere else.
Yeah, $2 bag of chips, $2 bag of popcorn. It's like, it's not great food, but it's like, at least you can go to the game and get a hot dog and a bottle of water.
Take the kids and not spend a damn fortune, man. You
can
get them in
spend
there.
$20 and you're set, like depending on how many kids and stuff you got. But like
normally all them prices going to be for the damn Dasani. It's going to be $5 to $8. A hot dog going to be $5.
It says $8.50 right there is what it normally is.
Okay, that's what I say. Yeah, that's what I say. Them damn bottle of water. I can't buy a bottle of water in any kind of stadium setting or concert setting because it is outrageous what they charge for that shit, man. I'm like, y'all do know it's water, right?
Do you think other owners are going to do this?
Oh, I doubt it, man. I mean, I don't know. Something we'll see. We'll see how it pulls the fans, and it probably is going to help their tickets and ticket sales and all that stuff too, man. Hell, when you could save money on concessions, you got more money to buy tickets. That's why a lot of people won't go because just because you can get in the stadium don't mean you can have a good time.
Do you think there's something else going on here? Like, is he just really doing this out of the kindness of his heart? I don't know what else could be going on.
What do you think is going on?
I don't know, but it makes me wonder. I'm like, this seems too nice. Like, no one does this.
Maybe he's laundering the money or something.
I don't know. There's probably something else going on.
Some weird.
But hey, as long as the fans get taken care of.
Whatever, yeah. We're going to find out that all these hot dogs were expired by 2 months and everything.
Or he jacked ticket prices up like 20%.
I started to say, tickets are raised 150%.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Should be like this in more stadiums.
It should be. Falcons new starting quarterback Michael Penix Jr. says he was shopping at Costco and about to buy a $1.50 hot dog when he got the call of becoming the starting QB. Says he wasn't hungry anymore after learning of the news. He's one of us, Crick. One of us. Already making smart decisions by shopping at Costco.
Already, dude. Already got all that money. Still shopping at Costco. Let's go.
No, you ever the lines come down on the Falcons and whatnot. They're gonna whoop the Giants' ass. How can you read that and not think it?
We know he's not filling up on Costco hot dogs.
If this is the end of the Kirk Cousins era, he will end his career with a record of 83, 74-2, one playoff win in 13 years, and a career earnings of $321 million.
You like that?
Some parents, they say, hey, you want your kids to look up to Tom Brady and be like Tom. No, I want my kids to be like Kirk here, man. $321 million for that barely above average record. One playoff win.
Yeah, barely above average career.
You played him like a fiddle, sir.
I'm just saying, Kirk. They should have a picture of Kirk Cousins age up there holding a trophy. Man, got it going on.
It sure does. I now know where you were when you missed the Pump the Brake show. A Tennessee fan has played Rocky Top on touch tunes at every single Waffle House in Columbus, Ohio.
That's where I was, man. That's where I was.
I go, that's why Crick missed the show. Okay,
that's right. I did. I had them all synced together where they go off at the same time too.
Yeah.
Yep. What up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Rob Kahn says NBA ratings are lower and they're not making the money they was. How many games does Penix play before injury? I hope he don't get hurt, man.
He ain't gonna get hurt.
That dude's had some pretty shit. He had 4 different season-ending injuries when he was in Indiana before he went to Washington. We hope that don't happen, but it is the NFL.
These guys talk themselves and get them all hyped. Dickert's buyout is $2.85 million, not a bad consolation prize. So Wake Forest has got to pay us $2.85 million. Cool.
Who gives that ain't shit?
I know.
Ain't shit in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, I know.
Y'all barely buy new uniforms for that.
All right, let's do. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's do preview Thursday Night Football. And then I want to get your opinion on some of the college bowl games, and we'll wrap things up. We might wrap things up a little bit early. Get this, Crick. Maybe they will start appreciating me more at work, which they already do. I'm kidding. But maybe the town will start appreciating me a little bit more. We had a float pharmacist in there today, or yesterday. And she's always worked in like the hospital setting and whatnot. And not everyone's built for retail, right? There's a reason why I tell you guys I'm the best pharmacist in the country, all right? because I can walk into I'm the best retail pharmacy in the country, I should say. I can walk into chaos and we'll get that ship righted real fast. All right.
Okay.
I'll work great under pressure. So I get a call. I got a bunch of calls yesterday. It's like a day off, but I get calls about stupid shit all day long. So it's not really a day off. But my text let me know, hey, by the way, mind you, this has never happened when I've been there. This is when I first went for my job interview or my working interview, when I went and worked 2 days there, I did show up, and the first day there was like 150 like waiting to process from like the day before, and then more from what's coming in that day and whatnot. And I'm like, this is weird. You guys didn't get to all these yesterday? Like, what are we doing? And so every day that I've been there, the queues are empty. I've been there when we've done a really tough day for one pharmacist is like 300 scripts. And I've been there when we've done like 450. You got to think about that. You're looking at a prescription twice. So that's like it's like 900 scripts, because you look at it for one time to make sure everything was typed up right and done right and everything makes sense. Then it gets sent off to go get filled, and then it gets filled and it comes back to you. You're checking it again, right, for the final verification. So anyways, I get a call last night and it says, hey, by the way, just a heads up, we have 140 in the queue that we didn't get to today. And people were pissed. There was long waits for waiters. It was taking like an hour and stuff like that. And I go, well, maybe the town will appreciate their pharmacy manager a little bit more, because not every pharmacist works like me and get this shit done. All right.
I mean, proof's in the pudding.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell my boss, be like, hey, maybe we need to bump up that paycheck a little bit,
Maybe, pay the man what he's worth.
Because here's what's life is like without me. Just saying, in case y'all forgot. I know it's been smooth sailing for the last year and a half, but you guys are probably getting a little too comfy in there, huh? Getting too used to this. You forgot what it was like before I got here, huh?
Feels that way, man. Feels like they're underappreciating you.
Oh, I'm gonna have my chest up like this, and I'm just gonna be walking around. I'm gonna
Just
be
wear that
peacocking all over the place. All my texts are like dreading today. I'm like, guys, this is gonna be fine.
Just wear that Sonic costume in there, man.
That's what I should do. Milligo says, I know a pharmacist that's elite as well. Yeah. I'm sure she is. I'm sure she's pretty good.
Most pro.
I'm sure she's pretty good. But, just like, SD14 fans, pretty good at fantasy football. Can't beat me, though, just a notch below. Just a notch below.
I'm so glad she walked out of the room. Didn't hear that this morning.
All right, let's get into this. Thursday night football. Broncos, Chargers. Chargers 2.5-point favorites here against the old Broncos. 69% of the bets, 70% of the money are on the Broncos. I got a weird feeling that the Chargers are going to win this one very ugly, but they're gonna never be in doubt. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're not gonna have like a double-digit lead, but they're gonna be in the lead the whole time, just kind of dictating the pace of this game. I don't know. That's my gut instinct on this one. Too many people, like I said, too many people are on the Broncos now. Like, too many people have come to the table and realized, hey, the Broncos are good, and now they're like a little bit overvalued, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. What did this line open at?
4.
Is that open, or is that from the damn preseason
from the summer? Probably from the summer. I think I saw it at 3.
Okay, so it has gone down to 2.5. What up, Red Android? How you doing, man? I look at the 2.5. I almost like the Broncos, man.
Okay.
Well, the Chargers looked so bad on Sunday against my Bucks, bro. They looked so bad. Now you got a short week playing a division opponent right here. I mean, it feels like a good bounce back spot, but I like taking those plus 2.5s, man. This might be a primo spot for the Broncos right here. I think the Chargers, we might be fading the Chargers, man. For something, I got a weird gut feeling they're about to kind of take a step back. They might wind up missing these. Might want to look to bet them to miss the playoffs.
They only have to win one more game and they make the playoffs.
I don't know if they will, though. What's the rest of the schedule look like?
God awful. I'm pretty sure they have. So, the Broncos are the ones that might miss the playoff. Both these teams just need one more win.
Yeah, because that's what we're looking at the Bengals scenarios, how they could get in. I know they
because the Broncos, if they lose this one, then they got the Bengals next week. So, and then I think they end the season with Kansas City, and you don't know if Kansas City is going to be trying or not in that one.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you got to worry
about.
about.
Whereas the Chargers have the Broncos this week, the Patriots next week, and the Raiders after that. I think the Chargers are going to get one more.
Should get one more, yeah. I don't think it's going to be tonight, though. I think they're going to wind up screwing the Bengals out of this thing. I think the Broncos are going to beat the Chargers tonight, and the Chargers are going to wind up beating the stupid Raiders or something.
Well, that would be beautiful for me. Maybe I'm just a little bit biased about this because I've got my Broncos over 8.5 wins plus 190, so that cashes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have the Broncos to make the playoffs at like 2-1 or something like that. So I just need one more win for that. And then I also have the Chargers. In the last month in November, I bet them to be under 10.5 wins. They're currently at 8. So if they lose this one, my Broncos ticket's all cash, and then my Chargers ticket comes in under. So I'm fine with it. With them,
you're in a pretty good spot with this thing, man.
Yeah, I just think weird gut feeling that they're going to win.
Well, who are we throwing 2 units on to score the first touchdown tonight? Then
that's a good question. That is a good question.
What up, Shooter Rap? Oh man, how you doing? You up early this morning? That's what we're talking about right now, sir. That's what he said. He said he come back. Our guy Shooter Rap there. He comes back and watches us usually about noon each day. Okay. He catches the replay, but he said it's a little early for him to catch us in the morning. So good to see you up in here this morning, man. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. I think we bet 2 units on Cameron Dickert to score the first touchdown. They do a fake field goal. Little
Cameron Dickert.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask about this last week. I don't know if I ever did, but I bet a first touchdown score in the Cardinals game the other day, okay? I bet Trey McBride because we know how I feel about that, and I'm going to keep betting that guy first touchdown.
You bet the guy that has not scored a touchdown
all year long, and I'm going to keep betting him first touchdown and 2+ touchdowns every game for the rest of his career. But anyways, so he did not score it the other day. They gave a throw pass to Greg Dortch, and it wound up being fumbled into the end zone. And one of the offensive linemen recovered for the touchdown. Well, we don't have an option to pick an offensive lineman to score a touchdown.
Yeah, you don't have any other player option.
I don't have that option.
Oh, I do.
On DraftKings, I don't have the option of any other player. I don't have an offensive lineman to select. You can select no touchdown score at the very bottom, but you don't have an option to pick any other player or anything like that. Now, I'm looking at it now. All my DraftKings people out there, let me know if I'm wrong on this, but I'm looking at the list that I look at every week where they have all the touchdown scores listed. And on that list, there's no option for any other touchdown score. But I just lose my bet the other day when you don't even offer me. I feel like for me to lose my bet, you have to offer me the winning option. If you don't offer me the winning option, you should have to give me my money back. Am I wrong for feeling that way?
No, they should have that any other player option. They should.
Okay, well, here, but like looking right now, I'm going to show y'all. Let me pull this up.
No, I agree. I'm not saying that.
I just want to show you. So we'll show the people out there. That way, maybe somebody out there can tell me. Maybe I'm the damn fool here. But here's the way your touchdown scores are listed right here on DraftKings. You see, you got first TD score on the left column, anytime TD score in the middle, and then 2+ TDs is the far column there. But on first touchdown score, you go down through here, and you would think that would be all the way at the bottom, maybe even below no touchdown score, because the chances that somebody else is going to score that touchdown should be worse than that even. But it's not there, man. But yet I just lose my bet. You just take my money when you don't even offer me the winning option, so you just get to clean up on everybody's money. How is that legal?
I mean, you don't have to bet it.
You don't have to bet it, but if you should offer me the option of an option wins that was not an option for me to bet on. How could that even be a legal bet? It's garbage. Pieces of shit. I hate them.
Well, here we are,
Here we are, man. So, short story long, who's scoring first touchdown scored? Not Cameron Dickert, because they don't offer him either. He'd fall into that category of any other guy.
Let me see. I think it's going to be dun, 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 dun. Should we just go with an ugly one? gross one.
Hell, it looks like they're all ugly right here. Hell, the favorite's plus 700.
Quentin Johnson.
I was looking at that one, but I think I'm going to go with Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
I think I'm going to bet them both now.
Can you bet Joe Alt?
Joe Alt. Nope. See, that would fall into that any other guy.
Oh, man.
Man. I'm bet. Here you go. Bet little Jordan Humphrey.
Little Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah. It's hilarious to me that guy's name's actually.
What is Quentin Johnson? What's his odds?
1,300 plus 1,300.
Kind of like it.
I like Cortland Sutton at 950 plus 950.
So you don't have a good feel on the game though, right?
No, I do not. I do not have a good feel on this game right here. I do like something. I do have a lean in the college game tonight. I do like Sam Houston State there.
Ooh, plus 4.5. Why you like him?
I got him plus 4.5, and then I got him on the money line at plus 164 as well. This line. This line's come down pretty drastically right here. Probably some guys opted out for Georgia Southern and all that, and we've been riding this same Houston State train for a little bit now. Thank courtesy of our guy Patriot there. So I'm rolling. See that line move down below because it was up at like 8.5, and it moved all the way down through the key number of 7, all the way down to 4.5 right there. Feels like a good spot for Sam Houston State right here, man. So I want to put the full unit on the plus 4.5 and the full unit on the money line at plus 164.
Yeah, these bowl games are so tough because I don't like. There's so many things that have happened and like with transfers and stuff like that. Like I don't know enough about some of these schools to like really break it down because you just look at the body of work for the season, but that's not always going to get you to the right spot. It's unless I know that a team is motivated, I usually kind of stay away. You know what I mean? Like UNLV last night was a good bet because and they hadn't really lost anyone. They just had a disappointing conference game, and they're going to be motivated to finish a great season that they had off with a bowl victory.
Right, that's 11-win season now, man. The 11-3, great season for the Run Rebs there. But yeah, just look at these, man. I normally and I do have Crick's picks posted for this week up over at sportspicks.locals.com and at the top of my X at Cricket1414. Cricket is spelled with 2 T's, but those are posted over there. But I normally always put all the bowl games out at once. Just go and it's bit me the last couple of years.
Can't do that anymore.
No, you cannot, because you have transfer portals and all these different things, and kids opting out and coaches leaving and all this stuff that happens in these 2 to 3 weeks leading up to these games. These lines can change pretty drastically due to that stuff. So I'm going to just keep releasing them like I have been each week, and we'll get some of that news in there and see how these lines move and affect those things before we actually put the picks out. Because last year, it bit me a couple times. Some of these lines moved moved big time, and I would have not taken them on those lines had I not already recommended them and I already had the bets in. So I'm just going to kind of do it week to week through the bowl games right here because we got too many outlying factors, man.
Yep. Moving right along. You got any feel for any of these Friday bowl games before we get to the playoff game, obviously, like Ohio State, Jack State?
I got a 2-unit play. I don't have a play on Ohio and Jacksonville State. I got a 2-unit play on the Gators. The line moved all the way out to 14.
You like the Gators when you're actually putting money on them because
I am, man. This is another one of those teams, Tulane, that's going to be hit by the transfer portal pretty good. They've also struggled mightily the last couple of weeks in that AAC championship game against Army. They got whipped, and they got whipped by Memphis the week before that. So they're kind of trending in the wrong direction right now. Could be due to the fact that this locker room is going to dissipate to different places. But looking at this team right here in Florida has continued to get better throughout the year all season long. Billy Napier's head was on the chopping block after the first 3 weeks of the season, and he didn't lose that locker room, man. He didn't see it like over at Florida State where Mike Norvell did lose that locker room. They continued to have a terrible season. Florida turned it around, won some games they weren't supposed to win, beat some top 25 teams, ruined some teams' playoff chances. And you got DJ Lagway, the young freshman there. That is an absolute stud, man. I look for him to kind of lead this team through this one, and this feels like 2-touchdown victory at least for Florida. So I was waiting for it to move back down below the 14, and it finally did, and I bet them at minus 12 last night. So, but I do like the Gators in this spot.
The Cougs should go get Lincoln Riley.
No, you shouldn't.
Hey, listen,
for
us, that is because I want to see a bunch of offense, right?
Well, you're going to see that no matter who they put out there, man.
Yeah, but I want to see some real good. He can bring in some players.
It's fair. Just bet the over every time. But you can't stop no damn body either.
Which is perfect because that's our MO.
It is.
You fit right in, Coach.
That's what you guys do. You're not wrong, man.
You'd fit right in. Come on down.
You are not wrong, sir.
Yeah, I think you're right with the Florida Gators there. Let's get into the big games, though, now. Indiana, Notre Dame. Who you got?
I got a 5-unit play on Notre Dame, man.
Okay, that's what I like.
Yep, I'm going big on Notre Dame. I am. I've been telling you all this. I'm gonna die on this hill. Y'all can bury me up here, but I still don't think Indiana's a very good football team. I think they've had a great season. Kurt Signetti got Coach of the Year and all that. It's been a great season up there in Bloomington. The best football season they've ever had in the history of football up there in Indiana, and it's about to come to a crashing end because they're going to go right down the road to South Bend. They're about to get smacked in the mouth on Friday night. Notre Dame's going to embarrass these boys.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ.
That's right. That's right.
Patriots Lincoln Riley's a traitor too. Yeah, that's fine. Bring him in.
Bring him in. Yeah.
We're so wounded or hurt right now. It's like
you don't think he'd use y'all to springboard right on out?
I just want one season, man.
What everybody else is doing.
So one. It's like, girlfriend breaks up with you. You're down to the dumps. You go consult your ex. Other ex or something like that. You just need a one night deal. To take your mind off of things. That's what we need.
That's what you need.
We just need someone to come in. One season, that's all we need. We just need one season of hope. One season of fun.
That's right. That's right.
We ain't building for nothing.
I understand, man.
We know it's going nowhere, and it's fine. SMU Penn State.
I'm looking at this real quick. Billy goes to the Indiana RPO-based offense, same offense as Northern Illinois, who's in the MAC. QB for Indiana, former MAC guy as well.
My take on that is I think everyone's just talking themselves into Indiana.
I hope y'all do. I'm telling you, they're begging you to take
There's just so many people. I think people are just trying to get cute with this. I do think this first round. I was listening actually on Millie Goes. They're like, they were talking about this last night briefly about like the seeding and stuff. Like everyone one of those 12 teams. But if you look at this, none of these lines are close. I'm like, that's because they got the seeding wrong. You know what I mean? These lines would be closer if they didn't give those 2 buys to those teams. You know what I mean?
It would be.
But they got to fix that. But I don't know, dude. I think these favorites are big favorites for a reason. Now it's college football; anything can happen. But Notre Dame's going to handle Indiana just fine. I'm not saying that they're going to blow them out. Wouldn't be surprised, but
I think they are. I think they're going to blow them out.
I think they're going to be just fine. Penn State, I think, is going to handle SMU. I think it's going to be fine. I also don't think Penn State's all that great, though. So if SMU does win it, I still don't think SMU is good. I don't think either of these teams are good. That's just me.
Okay.
But Penn State should handle SMU here, in my opinion.
I like my play for this in this game, man. I'm taking SMU's team total under in the first half, taking them under 9.5 points for the first half at plus 114. That's my bet in this one. Got a little 1-unit play on that one right there, but they have started slow, and it feels like a tough spot. It's gonna be cold up there. These boys from down in Dallas, Texas, have been playing down there. They ain't felt that cold.
We've seen that. We saw that in the conference championship games. Right? UNLV going up to Boise, right?
Yep. And you're going to see it again in this one, man. It's going to be real cold up in Happy Valley. It will be a noon game, so you got the sunshine shining, but it's still going to be cold up there, man. Different with these boys. I think they will start a little slow. I don't think SMU just gets blown out in this one, but I also don't think we see a whole lot of points in this game, man. I think SMU starts kind of slow and has to battle back, much like they did against Clemson in the ACC title game. And I like SMU's team total points under 9.5 in the first half at plus 114.
Hell, we saw UTSA go up and struggle against Army in the cold too. I mean, God bless them, birds up. But I mean, it happened. They played a good game, but I mean, it's just cold God to them.
Yep, it did. They did. We're gonna be on birds up in this thing, man.
Listen. It takes a little bit to get used to this kind of. It's a different kind of cold up here, right? You can't just walk right in and just think, oh, we'll be fine. It's just one day. We'll tough it out. No, body gets shocked.
Yeah, some of us ain't built for that stuff, man. No, not at all.
I kind of want to Clemson, Texas.
I'm gonna take Clemson in the first half, man. I'm taking plus the 6.5 in the first half. Look for Texas to maybe start a little slow, all the pageantry and things like this. You got Clemson that's kind of built to hang around with this team for a little bit because they got a lot of big 4- and 5-star guys on the front seven there for Clemson. I think they are built to hang around with this team for the first half. So I like the plus 6.5 for Clemson. Maybe even a little sprinkle on the Clemson money line first half. But I think Texas's depth will eventually kind of salt this thing away in the second half here.
This is one of those ones where I think I'm just going to stay away from this game because it is concerning that Texas hasn't beaten a top 25 team, but also they are very talented. They've got a ton of talent, and they're more talented than Clemson, and that is a lot of points. But I can't take those points when I got Dabo. One of the first thing he says about this was like, maybe I'll get to meet Matthew McConaughey. That doesn't give me any confidence in you, Coach. That's what you're thinking about right now. So
yeah,
that one statement from Coach there, I can't do it. I can't back Clemson. I don't care how many points that is. I don't even want to tease them up. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 35-10 win for Texas here. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
It wouldn't surprise me, man. You could probably do this. Let me see what this does right here. You could probably take Texas for the game and Clemson for the first half. I mean, that gets you plus 800.
Why did this all of a sudden just shift on me?
What's going on?
Nothing.
But yeah, I mean, you could do a little sprinkle on that, little half unit bet on Clemson plus 6.5 first half, Texas minus 12 for the game. Get you plus 800.
Rob Con says Ewers being QB is the reason I take Clemson. Dude,
yeah.
I mean, Ewers isn't bad. What are we doing, computer? Here, we're gonna refresh this page. Ewers isn't bad. I mean, he struggles against Georgia. But, I mean, a lot of QBs struggle against Georgia because it's Georgia. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong there. I don't have an overwhelming amount of faith in that guy either, though.
And then there's a Saturday night game too. I don't know if you know, but Tennessee's playing Ohio State Saturday night.
So what? That's the rumor, man.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Before we get your honest take on this game, I haven't bet this game at all. But I'll tell you what. It feels like Tennessee fans are trying way too hard and want this way too much. Because that's all I see on the internet. I know you do.
We want this more than anything.
You guys are trying to talk yourselves into something that is not. It feels like you're going to get punched in the mouth. Just a gut feeling that, like, because you guys want this so bad, and that's all I see. Talking about these prices being so low.
Just because your coach left town and you're all salty this morning, man. Don't need you coming in here throwing no shade at my balls. Okay?
Not throwing shade. I'm just saying it feels like we're setting ourselves up for failure here.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, I'm on the under in this game. I don't think we see a lot of points in this game. I think it's going to be a hard-hitting, smash-mouth type football game. Going to be cold weather and all that stuff. So I don't see either team running away with this one. But, I mean, it's always tough to go into a place like the Shoe to a team that I think is the most talented team, top to bottom, all throughout the country. You know, all the recruiting metrics, I think will tell you that. I do think we have the head coaching edge, 100%. But I don't have a whole lot of faith in Ryan Day, and I'm hoping that he'll screw this thing up. But you look at a team like Michigan that gave Ohio State a lot of problems there, and that's because they do have a beastly front seven. They got some guys that get some pressure on Will Howard, and they haven't seen a defensive line like they've seen in Tennessee's yet. We got depth all the way down to 10 guys right there. You're rotating those guys constantly, keeping them fresh throughout the game. You got a good, solid linebacking core, and you got solid DBs in the back end, man. And Jermod McCoy is going to be locked up on one of those big dogs in Egbuka or Jeremiah Smith, the young kid, man, who's an absolute stud and going to be a future NFL star. So they got talent everywhere there. But Tennessee matches up with this team very, very well, man. They really, really do. They're built for this type of game.
Would you agree with me on this? Oregon probably wants Tennessee to win. I think Oregon would rather play Tennessee than Ohio State.
100%. If you're Oregon, you do.
I think Oregon matches up a little bit better against Tennessee than they do.
Oregon don't want to have to play that damn Ohio State team again.
No.
They didn't want to have to play them in Indianapolis. When they got bailed out.
The edge that Oregon has against Tennessee is if the Oregon can score early, Tennessee, like, it's hit or miss or whether they're going to be able to keep up or not. Ohio State, I know, can keep up in a shootout. Now, it just depends if Oregon can score early against Tennessee because that Tennessee defense might make it hell for them all game long. But I'm just saying, like, ideally, if you
Oregon
matchup.
Oregon poses more problems for Tennessee because Dylan Gabriel can use his legs much better than Will Howard can. and he can get out of the pocket and extend plays and be able to, you know, make some plays.
And they're so
legs.
damn fast, dude. They are
very fast, man. Very, 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 very fast. So I think Oregon, you know, poses more challenges for Tennessee with Dylan Gabriel back there than Ohio State does Will Howard. Just because you've seen Will Howard, even going back to his days at Kansas State, you've seen when you get a lot of pressure on that guy, he tends to make some mistakes, and that's what I'm hoping is going to happen on Saturday night.
What do you think that line would be? Oregon, Tennessee. Oregon, what, 4.5?
Right now they have it listed. It was at 6.5 for a little bit, and it moved down to 5.5, and it's sitting at Tennessee plus 5.5 right now, and it would be Ohio State plus 1.5 against Oregon.
No, Patriot, we're not looking past this game. I'm just saying what would Oregon want since they're going to play the winner of this game.
Yeah, we're just asking about the the matchups, man, and who would Oregon want to see in this game? I think Oregon would prefer to see Tennessee versus Ohio State. For one, you've already played each other one time, and you barely beat them, beat them in a home game, and then you'd have to play them in a neutral site game at the Rose Bowl. I just don't think Oregon would want to see Ohio State again.
Yeah. By the way, go join our bracket contest. It's not too late to sign up. Here's what I ended up going with.
You take the Ducks, man?
I hate Notre Dame. I took the Ducks, and I got them over Notre Dame. I was looking down here because this bracket is so crazy down here. I've got a couple upsets. I got Notre Dame upsetting Georgia. I think the Georgia QB situation is going to really affect that team. I know they have plenty of time to correct it, but Beck was the starter for a reason, you know? Now there's a lot of pressure on this new guy. And hell, he damn near got himself concussed he probably was concussed, but damn near got himself injured this last game. I don't know, man. Something about Notre Dame.
I thought he was dead after that one hit.
I know, right? And then I think Boise State ends up shocking and upsetting Penn State. So we get a Notre Dame, Boise State. I think Notre Dame has the edge there.
That's the thing. I don't want Boise State to win because everybody's going to sit and say that Boise State deserve the bye if they beat Penn State and all this. I'm like, no, you got a whole extra week to sit and rest all your guys after playing a cupcake-ass schedule, and it's easy to get hyped up for one damn game. It ain't easy to get hyped up every single week. So I don't want Boise State to win at all.
That's fine. I just think they would match up well against Penn State. So
there's a link to that. I need to change my name. Go change your name, man. You go change it. Click that little gear icon up in the corner. It'll let you change your name on all that. But there's a link to the CFP bracket pool right here, y'all. Winner is going to get a jersey of their choice. It is free to enter. So go sign up for that thing, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, we got your opinion on the games for this weekend. Yeah, we're going to be gone the next few days. Solo show. Yeah, I'm excited for these next 2 days because I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to start exactly on time and just be like, see, Crick's gone and we start on time, even though 90% of the time the reason why we don't start on time is me, but they don't know that.
They don't know that, man. They don't know that. See, AK, that's where we differ. I don't feel like he was snubbed. So I don't feel like he was snubbed at all. I don't care. I don't care you ran for 2,400 yards on the high school fucking teams. I don't care.
I'm with you, AK. Yeah.
Whatever.
He doesn't care about that. He cares about the guy that played in the Big 12 and played both sides of the ball.
It's better than the Mountain West.
Still the Big 12.
It's way better than the Mountain West. Look at the Big 12's overall record versus the Mountain West overall record.
The Mountain West mopped the floor of the Big 12.
Oh, you're so full of shit. Yeah.
They don't deserve the bye, but they got the bye, and that's where we're at right now.
That's where we're at. That's why I hope they get beat by 3 touchdowns when they finally get to play.
I don't know. I feel like Genty's about to run like a man possessed.
That Penn State defense is pretty good.
Yeah. So is my boy Genty.
Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter is a savage.
UNLV went 2-0 versus the Big 12. What up?
What do you want me to say against the Big 12? Who'd they play?
The Big 12.
Big 12. Okay, good for them. Good for them. Once again, 2 games. What about all the games with Nevada and Wyoming and San Diego State? Fuck off. Shit's garbage. Garbage.
The Pac-2 would have mopped the floor with the Big 12.
You couldn't even win the Pac-2. You wonder why you're
because that's how tough it is.
It's how tough it is. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap things there because I do got to get to work a little bit earlier today, as I was telling you before. Crick's got to get ready to hit the road. Well, safe travels, sir. We will hold it down. You'll be back for the Wise Guy Roundtable.
I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back for the Wise Guy Roundtable on Sunday morning, man. Like I said, I'll be getting back in this way Saturday morning. I don't know if I'll make it back. Even if I do make it back, I won't have time to hop in here Saturday morning. But I'll be back with y'all Sunday, man.
No riding with Crick?
No, there ain't gonna be no riding with Crick, man. I'm riding into some intense weather, man. I need to be I'll be focused.
That makes sense. Well, drive safe, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back tomorrow morning. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow Friday? Oh, thank God, it's Friday tomorrow.
It is all day.
Sorry, Derp.
Tomorrow's my birthday, man.
What? We don't even get to do birthday stream?
We don't even do birthday stream tomorrow, man. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be an old man. I'll be 37 tomorrow, man. Almost 40.
Happy early birthday. And guess what? We will do a special stream for you. So just know when you're driving and you're miserable on your birthday that we're thinking of you and we're celebrating you.
I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I won't be miserable, man. I'll be with them boys, so I'll be good to go, man.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
Driving. I know what you mean. Yeah, driving sucks. But at least,
yeah,
they'll be there to keep us occupied. I promise.
Oh, you think so?
I know so. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, B. McCormick.
That's wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early for Feel Good Friday. Millie Goats, if you're out there, I'll extend the invite. Nevada Genty ran for 192 yards on Oregon. Yeah. Beginning of the year, though.
September, whatever. And we're not talking about Oregon having the most elite defense in the country either.
They sure don't, but they will.
So let's
score them points on offense.
Let's pump the brakes on all that. Wrong show, but let's pump the damn brakes on all that.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll be here. Don't know if I'll have someone with me or if you're going to get solo me. Either way, we know it's going to be a silly goose time, especially now that I know it's Cricket's birthday. Oh, boy. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Bright and early tomorrow morning, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.